for Ghana TVGH. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. For Ghana TVGH. We always take our time to go through AM comments. We read your comments, and you see us every now and then replying to the comments. Until now, I cut through comments on one of our videos, and I came across Obi submission. Nipano submission no, me direct to screen so mama. Na ni submission mono. Obisa as a rhetorical question say, "Enti NDC for pa omun name say, eye Women's Bank no. Enya dia. Ombetimi establish. Eti enuntina last year when they were about to pull down a seed money no, it was insignificant comparatively. And to me, some comments, I felt, say, let me pick it and reply to it with this episode. Now, I promise you, say, moving forward, once in a while, some of these comments, I'll pick them and I'll speak to them and record for you. So keep commenting. It's very important for us. We want to know your feedback. We want to know what you think about stuff. For starters, there should be no way you will ever think, say, NDC are people who can establish a thing as such as Women's Bank. Anything now won't say NDC for person or muyena. Say a idea mu person mu fa a chreko diskebi. I tell you. Anything. So if you think, say, look, it would be even more helpful to a minor, say, NDC4 will not be able to even establish South Women's Bank. Because NDC4 established South Women's Bank and tell Ghanaians said they have given loans to women. I can tell you, say, 2029, when MPP comes, you realize, say, all those women, they will claim they are either dead or they have left the country. Omu discard more and the first names Mukra Mwesoki. I tell you, you cannot trust NDC4. NDC4 and share project by NDC4 bayano. Ska be diwe chireno. Ale mun kai Saglemi housing project no. Amuna mutimidi $200 million. Ese omuko eko see 5,000 housing unit. No more to some margin so ba 1,500. 1,500 no so no. Omu use 200 million in now. Still kura omu wie. NDC4 no. It says angro for e catch say on person be a banker. You now imagine what is going to happen. It got so bad, say, me and Miti Hano. A day came, I was so bored, I was like, oh. And then the minyashi, let me even design a logo for Women's Bank. No? Now logo me the tremo, I was screen so. Eti me and MP NDC ni. Me and man shemu bompono. Me, I have done better than the government. Because the seed money they are claiming said they have given for Women's Bank. Money has not been released to anybody. F119. When you say buying this account back, my friend, consolidated funds. Yes, sir. So just like telling your wife, say, your joint account, and my reserve 10 Ghana cedis for you when you want to travel to Miami. It is kind of one farmer weary. And to weary something make us say, it doesn't have any way of knowing, say, 10 cedis, no. Still our account name and I say any account name. That's what they are doing to Ghanaians. And they have not released any money, zero money released for the Women's Bank. And they deceive our mothers. I know women who are still waiting, say, oh, NDC4 be Women's Bank. Ebenya loans, soft loans. juma. And sometimes it breaks my heart. It's oh, who's uncle for Nubia? Untimin catch you say, oh, munja na entro. Debbie, you cannot. So just encourage them, say, okay, but you know within yourself, say, Debbie. I mean, mushi. And this is 419. Kwen ya buy. Enti, anya idea NDC for be yes bank, you know. I'm not sure. Number ye cry, me dem my logo na mo, me dem mo free. Because I want anchor a bank like this there. Maybe there, I don't think say necessary because we can just use commercial bank and some of the other banks that government has a share in for those purposes. Even a Greek bank or I could have done that. But they have made a promise they are not willing to fulfill. And so people can change their mind and look for other options. Debbie. I have a very nice conversation happiness for you. Don't go anywhere. But before then, Ebusianfo, help us raise the standard of our studio by donating money to the mobile money account that is beneath your screen. MTN number. Thank you all for who are already donating. Thank you all who are sending WhatsApp messages to support us, encouraging words. Thank you all so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep it coming. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. The conversation is happening. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Again, they have created the impression that Dr. Randy Abe is not capable of managing Cocoa Board. What is Randy's crime? In fact, the kind of mess that they left behind at Cocoa Board, that Randy is cleaning up. The work he has done in less than a year, none of their chief executives have been able to do that. And I'll show you a few things. Roland, they've raised some points, some not on this platform though, about this 20% pay cut. In fact, he has even raised it and telling us that the 20% cut when farmers are losing revenue.
It's insignificant.
No, for me, that decision by the top management.
The farmers rely solely
the decision by top management.
On their earnings from
the decision by top management to cut down on their salary, to take a pay cut, shows that we have passionate, compassionate human beings in charge of Cocoa Board now. At the time that we had crisis, 2023-2024 season, what were they doing? Go and look at expenditure on their board and expenditure on their management. As we speak today, when you go to Cocoa Board, in Cocoa Board pools of vehicles, you will see the cars, the vehicles that Dr. Opuni used, he left behind. But when his boss took over, they decided to buy brand new cars. And they look, the mess that they created, the likes of Fifi do not have the moral authority to come and talk to us about management of Cocoa Board.
We shouldn't be going personal on the subject.
I'm not going personal. I'm saying that it's my friend.
About when the
and I'm saying that he is attacking a pay cut. And I'm saying that somebody in charge says that there is a challenge. Somebody in charge believes that there is a challenge. Let me sympathize with the farmers. Let me take a pay cut of 20%. If you will not applaud them, you shut up. Because at the time you were in charge, and there was a challenge, there were crises. Well, the setup is not. If you find that offensive, I withdraw. But I'm saying that if you find that offensive, I withdraw. Don't worry, we will get to the issues. I'm saying that. In conclusion, Roland, if you cannot commend Dr. Randy Abe for agreeing to take a pay cut of 20% because there are crises which has nothing to do with his leadership, but with the mess you created, and you never took any pay cut. You left with all your cars, you left with all the machines, and all of that. If you cannot commend him, you will keep quiet because you will sound ridiculous in your attempts to criticize him for taking a pay cut. When you were in charge, you decided to raise your salaries, you took no pay cuts, you spent more, and you were not sensitive to the farmers. Roland, the cocoa farmer today knows that the NDC better serves their interests. What happened under them? Even spraying of the farms, fertilizers, they decided to cut all those other incentives to the farmers under their rule.
That's a lie.
Today, we have brought those things back.
Everything we have said here,
everything we have said is a lie. Roland,
why should we go for the research and one of us will tell us everything you say is a lie?
Roland,
no, it cannot be.
Your producers will find. Roland, your producers will find out There are videos when under
you
the
will not allow
MPP,
that to.
under MPP, even fertilizers sent to the farmers where they wrote not for sale, they canceled the not and had for sale. Why? On many occasions, we've discussed cocoa on this platform.
Yes.
2023, 2024, there were crises. They couldn't pay the farmers. Who even introduced that buyer financed model? Is it not them? Because when they took the loan and they could not supply to meet the quantity, the syndicated loan couldn't come. It was under them. So if today they have become preachers of whichever financial model, we will not take it from them. We sympathize with the farmers and we are assuring them that as the price will adjust in the international, in the global market, we will continue to raise it. But let me also make the point finally, Roland, that today, even with the reduction in the price, the cocoa farmers have better real income than under the MPP. I've heard people use or make arguments with cement, for example. Today, if you are a cocoa farmer, you are able to buy 32 bags of cement with just one bag of this. Under them, they were...
Just NDC are buying there. You so useless. In fact, you useless beyond the word useless. I could for the doctor about me and ambulances 318. 318. In less than 1 year, my ambulances in the Mako 127. I say, any edumebium. I'm a park yes you. Out of 318 ambulances, I could for the buying the jam, Mahama. And we just 191 and a year, Juma. And I didn't NDC for you. Moya Bufosa. I don't know, we weak. I don't know, Modia. Say, Mutrimu Dinsa, Mondrin Ghana for Hosa. Hey, Moba Ben go down, Moba 2 year. Go the Kufado, Doctor Baumia, Epeguo, Matonina. Mode 2 who draw a 2 a coach, Barbara, my doom so levy, and in the coin, just say, about the 2 Ghana for so. Sika I coach you Barbara, my money in your so Munya Sika, ever maintaining ambulances are Mobatoye, Modias ambulance and a cramon cry, new ones and Bambe Kamwa. Yamobatoya, no, just keep them in good shape, Keke, keep them on the road, send a better magic Ghana for one. And no so munti me. Meanwhile, and these appointees, Mahama then appointees, Omunina, Obia, Omoba, Obia, new V8. Car kesi expensive cars obia Samejanfi ato cars kesi ato bia mane nse woni nyina na yire ne maame na yire papa na yire ne munyan omu nyina nya brand new cars foolish kwatio for so sa cars kesi ya wodam anya asam ketwa mama mai wo mo ye car show expensive cars wo mo de be kire ambulance dey be Ghana for nkwa I bet you here for one. Ambulance about Ghana for a pom day, and no dear, moon pen once a monka. And no dear, and who here munti, moon first can't call my farm maintaining. I'm an ambulance no 127 in less than 1 year. I say, I don't know much more dancer. Just a mobile I say, mobile be Ghana for. Just a Mahama Abana ya Tutiano in 2016. I'm suspecting say who before. And who before now, what they are buying, what they punish Ghana for, sir, because the new report of people are one my film because ambulance, no ambulance. Shall I ask if you more? Ask if him just say, at the papa be a kufuado a buying shit to honum, and this year buying by in less than 1 year, almost saying in Abusiam, ask if you more. Under this NDC government, say Uber sofa, Uber Kwa, Uber Kwa Bremon crowd, you have to pay for it. You have to pay to suffer under this NDC government. You have to pay more to suffer under this useless NDC government. And GBC for publish say ECG for SO mobile announce load shedding. Dumso na Ghana for experience currently no ECG for admit say any year ba betra. Nti ene wo mobile be my dumso timetable as if how NDC abanya dada Ghana for Omu di Ghana for dream. Say the disrespect omu for obu ma Ghana for. Mo na mo be catch Ghana for say yentua dumso levy. 1 Ghana cedis on each liter of fuel. Na dumso levy ni yetua anya de ebe hum dumso biem. Mo say the remedy for dumso eye dumso levy na mo de ba no. Nti Ghana for ntua. And for over 7 months Ghana for 82 more remu asam omani mu fifre sika kakra omo benya e de atua dum so sika ba ban ya botom enya asam ketwa. But what do Ghanaians get? de biasi yedum kane ani yedum kane about 24 hours ni aso ama about 6 hours send a tum so egum crofo coast to egum crofo nyuma ama productivity aba from crofo shiri sika ene ubetimi aye adwuma uninterrupted agese wakwakoto generator kokumase kwa Ashanti region na kwhwe how agudum so tormenting crofo konkran kwhwe ko central region kwhwe ene kra de aye west to the extent say voter region for kra suffer. The last time City News for publish story be say Votarians came almost because of them so. Nina because of abro aban edi Ghana for, and then you have to pay more to suffer under this useless NDC government. And you see, Ghanaians are not angry enough. Ghana for you are not angry enough. That's why and Kwasiasembia na aban edi dimu. In the history of Ghana, aban bi aniwa waba or say or Ghana for doing so. NDC aban is the first government. Almost Ghana for tour. And they are solving doing so. And because at the time, now goodwill, I was runti. You force it down the throat of Ghanaians, among Ghanaians are jatum, etia doing so. No. Fire Juma more swap. Adane Boachi bidin. Situation no cry west ane. People hardly get light to work. People barely get electricity to do their house activities. Taxi driver back or yeah, Juma, Toto driver back or yeah, Juma, Fabium, Portos, I can so over the Hunam Nina, Yasika crowd, Binyano, or the Kotot Fua, Yatini Dum so levy. The least that or expecting so Beba Fee, Obenya light, Ujaria, what the fan I say. Adetia when you're holding, assign the aquaco chicano, a triadum solid leviama, this useless cabin, no more dear Juma man, but Obeba Fee near Dum Cania. Inti eso better soon or better or shoom or be munimni left right center sa won't mean that obey 1 a.m. about 3 a.m. I saw sign sorry no jare no sanko yeduma no triadum so levi mal this useless NDC government. Now small boys Samage and Finum and Sam George and some who could to a black one no more they talk as I can see Eddie or Montana for vacation no more live village. Na enkwasiasem omudi dinsem hunu on social media oko company edi watem ne ya to journalist for no mo so chale Ghana for you are not angry enough me say untimi ntua dum so levy enda dum so Ghanaians must rise up and demand refund of every single person who tua for dum so levy, because you cannot pay dum so levy and be sleeping in dum so. It's utter nonsense. It shouldn't happen.
Ghana for. I'm betting me 2 days ago. I'm give comment amount for the event. Me babe chiri. I'm who say politics na ye. Sabi Ghana cocoa. No say am so world market now. Buy via breast you. Akufo ado di breast o mo take cocoa so world market. 2017, 2018 crop year. We answer chi na mo hwe. Yeah, take so world market from $3,000. Eba be do $1,900, which is around 40%. And I'm free so. But papa na take cocoa so Ghana. O maintain price now obe inherited from Yura John Dramani Mahama. Ama o maintain ya kopim se boni ye no sa tu mu mai. Na Yura Mahama ba. Sabi Yura randi abi e na akofa ningwase we nyina ade abre Yura Mahama. Fi say adwuma na o de share ne sa no hunu ye. Ghana cocoa di enim ni say previous CEO so mo cocoa board no. Omo ton cocoa na front. Front no ne say cocoa na board bia hu nyina na ban aton akogi sika ba. Enti sabe yati cocoa wi a nya fa ne ne obi ko negotiate price. Ya ton ade sika nti ka che ne kora no timi ko na okoje besia be do cocoa ase na ade afa pa 40 ansa na ode akotua. Na sesia no randi abe ba ye no. Last year na cocoa na $8,000. Wan ton cocoa na aban aton no. Wa jani nyina egu ho pebo papa. Amene this year ya January na cocoa na $5,000. Say la yante hwe afi de na ede nyane ya beti cocoa so from 3,600 e de aba 3,100. Na question ne say last year na de 500 cities ba be kan on. Sebi na randi abi onimu ohunmu a ana asa sebi osesen ya anko 500 cities me kan 3,100 akufa do ja no honko 3,600. Na wi asa be twa no ha beti bo no so. Enti de e kan nyina ne say randi abi wagu ye rama ama anim ase. Enti na aban no na nwene ho na cocoa no bo na mate so no munya hu bibi efri say cocoa bo e ba soro na ba fom o say the whole season entire season now be turn 2,500. The question ne say ye be danya ne na say cocoa no ya tum world market
akwa duru ebi a $10,000 per ton. Obaba betuma ma ya na. Untum bi say wa na so awie say wa na so say the entire season nya wo to cocoa no 2,500. Eya sisi na wo sisi e. Enti wo kina ye to cocoa no world market a. Mfa so ni na ba bedi wo aban ho. Na sabe sa na ye buman. Na ye koka na communicators mbubu afu mo de ade na politics. Enya politics na ye yo. Sabi cocoa na ye ofa no te ye mo de hwe school na ye dis ya no ma ye adwuma sa ye cocoa adwuma ka ho. Na no me papa ti cocoa 30 bars last year. Okoje 108,000 cedis. 108,000 it is kind of 1 billion 80 million sada so. Sabi o tin kran adwuma na wo ye no say na wo afi no so ye unya ye. Enti cocoa ku ani memu na bonfi ase sabi wo ye cocoa adwuma nti onim bibi o. Maburu na maba na ye kasem nso a monto mo bo na muntie na mo fa mu aba. Na munya asa bo de bibia politics no sabi aban be kwa aban be ba o ye cocoa no de da so si wo. Si ru amahama ye sere wo his excellence me papa no wan ka mepe. Owura ni monyamfo ye sere wo ye cocoa ska no fa ya de ma ye. Ye no ni problem bia. Wo de wontimi ntumu ma ya adudi de na 3,100 no fa ya de ma ye. Wo so le kwa da achi aban foforo beba. Ba se mo sisi se la se ya na mbe ye de a. Yeso ye be kasa. Ebi se adwuma ye no no.